The Great Noble Relics Pagoda. In 1997, a group of monks from Ban Phu District, Nam Som District, and Na Yung District in Udon Thani Province, and elder Thera monks in the surrounding area convened to ask Venerable Ācariya Thoon Khippapañño to design and construct a Great Noble Relics Pagoda, Maha Thatu Cetiya, to enshrine the Buddha's relics, Thatu, brought over from Sri Lanka. This would be done to honor the King of Thailand on the 6th anniversary of his 12-year zodiac cycle on December 5, 1999. The king benevolently granted the pagoda the name Phra Maha Thatu Cedi in honor of Phra Navamindra. The construction was completed in 15 months with costs totaling approximately 73 million Thai baht, or roughly $2.2 million US. Are the Buddha's relics real or fake? On February 3, 2001, Luang Por Thoon Khippapañño answered questions during the Searching for the Essence of Dhamma program. Question: how can we know whether the Buddha's relics, Thatu, that were brought over from Sri Lanka and enshrined in this pagoda, Cediya, are real? If they are fake, will it have an adverse effect on the Buddhist religion? In what way? Answer: this is a good question. Many people have said, did they fool you? Now, what is the background on these relics I have brought here? See, these people are quite clever and can easily fool Thai people. However, I can personally say that I, Luang Por Thoon, am difficult to fool. This is because I did not appraise the relics with my physical eye, but with my inner eye. So if they are going to fool us, they would be unable to do so. Before bringing the relics here, Venerable Acariya Kruekrongsuk, the ecclesiastical chief of Ban Phu District, said that we would go and see for ourselves whether the relics were real or fake. So we went to examine the history of the relics as well. Now, the relics have historically been cared for by an important individual who is recognized throughout Sri Lanka and is descended from ancient kings. The Sri Lankan monarchy no longer exists in present times, but they are still caring for the Buddha's relics. So we have already looked into the matter. Whether they are real or fake is up to each individual's view, but I, Luang Por Thoon, accept that they are 100% the real deal. The term real is an individual matter. It is impossible to have everyone believe that they are entirely real. Question: this is also an individual matter, right? Answer: it is individual as well. Now, let's suppose there are fake relics somewhere that are assumed sammuti to be real. Will it be detrimental to Buddhists? I would say no. This is because once something is supposed sammuti to belong to the Buddha, even a single brick has value. A block of wood that is carved into a figure has value. When cement or whatever other materials are sculpted into the Buddha's likeness, it acquires value. It can be bowed to, and we can reflect on the virtues of the Buddha. That statue is a symbol of the Buddha that we share. It is a simulation, sammuti. We are not bowing to the stone or cement, but we are bowing to the simulated form in the wood, cement, or stone. Thus, in this manner of supposition, sammuti, real or fake is not important. What is important is whether or not we possess full faith, sattha, and reverence. This is what can benefit everyone. Question: when we pay homage by bowing to the Buddha's relics, regardless of whether they are real or fake, what should we do mentally? Answer: I encourage you to think of the Buddha, who is the founder of the religion. Pay your respects by exhibiting profound humility through your actions, speech, and mind. We are the Buddhist community, Buddha Parisa. This is what we must do. The reasons for building the pagoda. This is an excerpt of a sermon from the day of the pagoda celebration on February 8, 2001. Many people have commented, why did Luang Por build such a large pagoda, Cediya? It costs so much money. In regard to building this pagoda, if you think about it, It is a treasure of the Buddhist religion. For example, in India, Bodh Gaya is the core of everything. There is a great noble relics pagoda, Maha Thatu Chaitya, that was built there. The generations that followed and virtuous sons Kulaputta of this era are now regularly able to pay homage to and venerate the virtues of the Buddha. There are an incredible number of people who do so each year. If the great noble relics pagoda in Bodh Gaya did not exist, where would those people go to pay homage to the Buddha? They would be without a refuge. This is one point that I discerned. The Buddhist religion is not going to last forever throughout the ages. In a future era, it will disintegrate according to its time. In neighboring countries like Burma and Sri Lanka, great noble relics pagodas were built to serve as the essential core for the Buddhist community, Putta Parisa, to go and pay homage and venerate. Back in those eras, the monks and novices seemed to be weak and very lax and remiss in their adherence to the monastic discipline, Vinaya. The lay people revere and have faith in the Buddha, so they go and pay homage to the Buddha at various pagodas and various sea Mahabodhi trees. They place their trust in all of those things. I considered these things and how the future of Thailand would unravel. Although there are many teachers, Acariya, in this day and age who possess virtue and are worthy of admiration, a couple hundred years in the future, there will be a change within the monastic community, according to time. It is impermanent, anicang. They will be lax and remiss in their adherence to the monastic discipline during that era. People will lose faith and lose their mental refuge, and they will have to turn to bowing and paying homage to great noble relics pagodas to strengthen their perfections of character, bārami. Now, when strengthening perfections of character by supposing these material elements, vatu tatu, to be a great noble relics pagoda that safeguards the qualities we refer to as the virtues of the Buddha, wherever we believe the Buddha is, that is where we pay homage and recollect his virtues. The Buddha's relics in this pagoda at Wat Pa Ban Kaw have a very clear history. As such, 50 years in the future, 100 years in the future, or 500 years in the future, people will tell each other that the great noble relics pagoda at Wat Pa Ban Kaw is where the Buddha's relics are enshrined. The future generations will all come to pay homage and worship here, and that will be their merit, punya, and perfections of character, bārami. My intent is for the future generations of virtuous sons, Kulaputta, to carry on the Buddhist religion, or what is called recollection of the Buddha, Puttanusati.